common double standards in society right now is that as a woman you have to cook, even if you're not really interested in it or passionate about it. Like I was having this conversation with my mom like a couple of days ago, and she was like, I spoiled you because I didn't teach you how to cook. Now, when you get married, what would your husband do? I'm like, he'll cook for himself. He has two hands. He can't cook for himself.
Well, it's not really about you cooking for your husband. It's more of you cooking for your family. Your husband just happens to be part of your family.
So wait, before you have a family, for children and all that stuff comes in?
I mean, that's different. You can't bring that into conversation.
What do you mean? Well, we're married and we decide to wait before children comes. So I have to be the one doing the cooking, or can you cook at that point? Or when do you stop cooking?
Okay, I'll try as much as possible to answer this politically correct. Yeah, I expect you to cook, but there's a but on that. I expect you to cook. I'll cook sometimes too.
If I'm working 9 to 5 and you're sitting at home and you have a day off, why should I come home from work and I have to cook while you've been home all day? Like, we're raising kids together, so why am I the one doing the cooking?
I mean, I think it's always been set in place that women should cook.
But
my dad he was a chef. He cooks better than my mom, and I'm more on the side whoever cooks it doesn't really matter. So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who cook or not, but at the same time, let's be realistic. The man will cook sometimes. I understand that.
When it feels like
sometimes,
it. When it feels like it, but I can't cook when I feel like it. It's my job to cook every day. And it's the man's job to cook when he feels like it. Maybe when I'm heavily pregnant.
Listen.
They feel like they want to help you. And they feel like they're helping you. How?
All I'm saying is that, like, yeah, you will cook sometimes, but we just gotta face the reality, you know? I mean, it is what it is. You know, that doesn't define.
What is it? Why is it? It is what it is.
No, the reality is, you know what I mean, more than enough time, you know what I mean, the female will cook in the relationship.
But why is that? Why is that her responsibility? Is it because you can't cook?
You see, there's a keyword there, responsibility. We didn't say that's a responsibility to do that.
But you're making it sound like that because you're like,
if it's your job, it's your responsibility.
But why is it our job to be the provider then?
This is it, yeah? We're both bringing things to the table. I go to work, you go to work. You're not expected to pay the mortgage or the rent.
By yourself.
Right? By yourself. I'm meant
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that and make sure that's
because you might be the only 4 girls that I know. Maybe because the way you grew up, you might be the only 4 girls I know that's saying that.
I don't mind sharing the bill. We can share the bill. If my husband wants to pay for everything, be my guest. Be my guest, but I don't mind going half and half with you.
So if he wants to pay for everything, and he says, okay, I want to pay, you don't think the least you can do is cook?
Unless I'm a housewife.
Yes, I am gonna do everything. I'll feel okay.
No, I'm not gonna do everything.
No, why not? That's my thing. Why not? He's out there hustling, right? He's the one going to work 9 to 5. I'm expected to do some things. I'm expected to cook.
There you go. That's it.
But there's a but though. If we're both doing the 9 to 5, you don't expect me to cook 3 square meals every day for you. It's impossible.
That's like where
I'm not going to do that.
But that's where I'm going. The way I grew up, my pops work 9 to 5, my mom's work 9 to 5, but she still, you know what I mean? She still do that. She still cook for us.
Yeah, but I don't think that's well, yeah, but some people feel pressure to do it. I feel like that's a problem. Some people feel like they have no choice but to cook because society says they should.
No.
So some people are working 9 to 5.
I don't think you guys are being realistic.
There's no pressure.
When you talked about your mom and dad, I think sometimes we or should I say men or boys growing up in an African home, they see that, mommy goes to work, she comes back and she resumes into the kitchen immediately, right? Then they get married and they expect the same thing. Now, you're marrying someone who maybe was a Nigerian American, right? So maybe in her home, daddy and mommy worked together in the kitchen. Like, daddy maybe daddy did dishes and mommy cooked. But now
do dishes. What African man would do dishes?
My dad, no. Sorry, my father does.
Some homes are like that. Just because a man is macho outside does not mean he's like that at home. Some men are willing to help their wives at home, but maybe when their boys are around, they want to act all tough and say,
put their feet up
but
on the
thing
table
is,
and no.
All I'm saying is this, right? The men can cook sometimes, and the female can cook sometimes too. But at the same time, it doesn't, Things just work out like that.
Okay.
The meal is gonna come
No,
in.
I think it's easier said than done because once you're married, it doesn't actually work out that way. The man is playing video game while the woman is in the kitchen. While the woman is in the kitchen
That's
cooking.
what I don't like. See, I wouldn't mind cooking if my husband was supportive, if we're cooking together, if he was washing dishes. But if he's with his friends, if he's watching a game and I'm slaving in the kitchen, we're gonna have a problem.
I have one question though, because a lot of you were born in Nigeria. Well, Tosin was.
I was born in Nigeria.
So,
Here.
if you were still there right now,
Yeah.
would you be the main one cooking all the time?
No,
That's what I want to know.
no,
And would it be by force?
Don't forget, it's 2017 now.
Yeah. Not in, the third world countries. They're still in 1990 something.
In Nigeria, they have help. They have house help. It doesn't mean the house help is cooking the husband's meals.
I understand what you're saying, but we've been awakened to but I also think that
You mean awakening? What does that mean? Explain that. What does that mean? What does that mean?
You guys are missing the point because the initial point is even when if I was back in Nigeria, back in the olden days, a man still feels the entitlement, like, okay, I'm the man, you are the wife, so you have to cook. So that's the point. Why does it have to be like that? Forget America, forget Nigeria. It's just the fact that the man thinks that, okay, I'm the wife, I'm the husband, I'm the provider. It's your job to be the cook, to be the cleaner, to be the one to change the baby, to do all of that.
But you do know that in the olden days, though, men did go to the farm.
Yes.
While the women, they brought children and they cooked and all that. So that is, it comes back to this. If you make me a housewife, I'm happy to do all those things, no problem.
But the thing is like,
But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go to work 9 to 5 and then expect me to do all these things and be Nicki Minaj.
from what you said, the thing is like, we didn't grab this out of the air. This is all passed down. Like, this is what I didn't grab it and say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
change.
But you can change a book that said a rule book that said it has to be that way. But because it was like that, it has to stay like that.
Okay,
You
so
guys know that it's not necessarily
hold on. So I have a question. So if you want it that way, you want your wife to go to work, you go to work, she comes home, you both come home.
I don't.
She cooks, right? So now what happens when you get in the room and she's tired because she went to work? Then she gets home and she's I forget. And African food takes a long time. African food takes a long time to cook. We're not talking about making stir fry. We're talking about, you're boiling meat. You gotta fry the meat. Then by the time she's done doing all that, she will not even have an appetite to eat. Right? Then you get in bed and you expect her to be all like action and everything. Like, so you can't have both. You can't have both. You can't. I'm not saying your wife should not cook for you as a husband, but what I'm saying is
When we have a timetable.
Exactly. Not even a timetable. I'm just saying the men should be more understanding and more supportive.
Yeah, we are.
How? By eating the food?
Yes.
One thing my dad said to me, he's like, the only reason, which is because he's from Nigeria, born there, the only reason why he learned how to cook was because whether my mom was mad at him or she would never have to use that against him in an argument. Like, oh, I'm not gonna cook for you. And that's the only reason, basically, he
The
learned
only
how to
reason you
cook.
get that if you marry a Nigerian woman. If you don't marry a Nigerian man, you're on your own.
Yeah,
You feel me?
You're right.
But the thing is, let me just go off what Tosi said. Even if you make me a housewife, it's my duty to clean to take care of the house. But I still feel like I'm cooking and you're watching TV, you're playing video games. Please come and keep me company in the kitchen. I'm not asking you. No,
But there's still some men that
Wait,
wouldn't even live. No, there's still
What
men
about-
in the kitchen
alright.
with
They
a
rather watch the TV, watch CNN, or play video games while you're there slaving. I would not even want to serve you the food. You would just eat the food in anger.
All right, can I be a house husband? It's a lie.
You want to be the babysitter? You want to cook my
I don't want.
Yes.
Just like men have that mentality. We all have. We
Yeah,
women also
so
have
don't
that.
do
Like,
that.
look, we don't want a mumu in the house because
I disagree.
that's not true.
She's the only true one. That's a lie.
That's not true. My husband can stay at home.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I actually respect a man who is able to do a woman's role. Take out the culture. Take out the culture.
Okay.
You have men who have raised girls, and these girls are educated, and the mother was not around. The father knows how to do their hair. He knows how to change their diaper. He knows how to do everything. And this does not make him less of a man.
Right.
Now, what about if my job is better, I make more money, and it's easier for you to
Let's
stay
say
at home?
I'm a doctor
It
and
doesn't mean that you're gonna be disrespected as a man.
I cannot really fully respect a man that stays
that's
home.
what I was just about to say.
That's
the
me.
danger. in
Okay,
it.
why?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Because I'm here making money and you're at home. That's how they look at women anyway.
When you say a man is staying at home, because you know some women do stay at home. They're stay-at-home moms, but they have a business.
I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear any stipulations, different
No.
things. I'm saying if he's at home and he doesn't work,
Let me
is that fine?
No, if it's a decision.
Alright, that's what I'm
If
asking.
it's a decision that we sat down and
And it's not because you're
analyzed
lazy.
and decided together. I know for sure that I would never disrespect my man if we decided together.
Right,
and said,
right,
okay,
right.
But if you're
work
saying if
because
you're
you make
staying at
more
home
money.
because you don't have an ambition and you just
Right.
don't want to work,
Exactly, and that's different.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
But we wouldn't be married in the first place.
Oh,
I think
It would not
because
make it to that
I'm
level.
sorry. I'm like on the guy's side right now. Because wait, a house husband. We made that decision. Why are we? First of all, why are we making such decisions?
Because
It
you're
doesn't even
making
make
more
sense to you,
money.
right? Why doesn't it make
It's
sense to
because
you?
I make
That's
more money.
Okay,
Doesn't even
because
make
there's
sense.
not
Enough money.
No,
Think about it.
There's
Think
some
about it.
couples. There's some couples where the wife has a really good job, and maybe she's making double what the man is making, and they're like, okay, we just had
with the
just had
kids.
2 kids. If you quit your job, my money's not enough to help us live this life we're living. But if I quit, you can keep working. Maybe till the kids start school, then I can go back to
And
work.
I think about it,
And it works
in
for some
America,
people.
especially the amounts to go to babysitters, that is
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It's so
We can
expensive.
say temporarily.
Yeah, that's
Temporarily.
Nobody's
Yeah.
a-
But
you guys-
even a
housewife, though.
housewife is never temporary.
You guys see what you're doing? All the baby set. I simply said,
it's the same.
is it a problem or is it not a problem? You're not trying to make a sense. We're trying to make sense of it. Why are you trying to make sense of it?
It's not a problem.
You know
It's
what I
not a
mean?
problem.
Okay, let's bring it home. Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home.
So it's a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem if.
If, right? Yeah.
We can take one.
No. If it's a decision we both made.
That's how we should be with housewives either. Because for me, I like to make my own money. I don't want a guy to tell me I have to be a housewife. But if we make the decision to
I have a problem with that.
I'm
What she just
doing
said.
What?
The fact that she said that she have to make her own money, like she's saying that the money that I'm making is not
It's
our
not.
money.
Once you're married, it's one.
It's our money.
It's
Yeah.
our money, regardless of who's making
Okay,
it.
let me
you go.
correct myself.
And you have to have an understanding that even though it's you making the money, I get a stipend.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
No, this is as a woman in general, it's not cheap to be a woman,
Yeah.
regardless of
It's
what
not
you
cheap
want
to
to
be a
say.
man, no.
Well, you're right.
Can I clarify what I meant about making? It's not even about making my own money. I just don't. It's just not even about money. Period. I just cannot. I don't like doing the same routine. Just being at home, not really cleaning and everything. But that gets boring. I like excitement, so I wanna
Start a business.
that's the thing. I would do something. So
It's
that's what I'm
not the
saying.
same
I
thing.
wouldn't
That
just
would be
be.
boring.
So I wouldn't just be a housewife. I would have my own business. I would do something else. So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I joined a book
Club,
club.
I just-
Housewife.
But my thing is, if I decide to make you an housewife,
See, that's the
listen.
thing. That's
Let me finish. If I decide to make her my housewife, that means, I'm prepared to be, to be responsible for her. So
What if
whatever
she
she
doesn't
needs.
want
What
to
if
be
she
a
doesn't want to be?
housewife?
What if she doesn't want to be a
A lot of
housewife?
housewives.
No, obviously, she's gonna have to decide if she want or not.
But you said
It's
you
not for-
I personally think if I made enough money and I was telling you I want you to be a housewife without even having a discussion, and I made like a lot of money, I feel like you guys not gonna be like, no.
I don't-
I have this money.
But
like in the bed, like this, we have this much money. You do not need to work. I don't think I'm like, no, I want to go to work.
I'm going to school to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
Right? I love to cook. Now you're not telling me that you don't want me to open
Use
a
it only
restaurant.
for me.
Do you understand? Like you've known this is a passion of mine. Even if it's just a minor little tiny restaurant, as long as I'm doing what I love,
I mean,
I don't feel like you should take that from me I invested in the same way you invested into going to school. I invested into going to school. I mean, yeah, we're paying the student loan, so it's obvious I went to school. You know, I don't believe in saying because I make
I'm the breadwinner.
3.5 billion a year.
So
Even if I'm making $20,000, I want to work.
Right.
Because it's something I love to do.
There's
And I don't think a man should kill someone's dream because
There's
they
controlled
make more money.
relationships out there. I know you guys seem like
It's-
there really are like controlled relationships out there. Like, yo, I want you to
Yeah, but that's
You shouldn't be in a relationship like that to begin with. If a guy feels that he can control you, you need to work.
But what if it's like, all right, let's not say like it's like Diary of a Mad Black Woman. You see that movie where she didn't make any money, so he had no money. Let's say it's that relationship, but none of the abuse is going on. None of it's just like, yo, I really want you just to.
But she's not gonna be happy
I'll do
though.
anything
She's
you
not
want.
gonna be happy.
she'll be happy with
No,
her kids.
no.
Then
If I'm happy, she's happy.
Okay, guys.
What does that mean?
Let me tell you. If she's making me happy, that means she's happy.
I gotta get out of here.
I'm an actress. I can make anybody happy. So because I make you happy doesn't mean I'm happy. So Kwaji, fix your. I don't know if you guys watched, any of you guys have seen Fences yet?
No.
The Denzel movie.
Oh, offense. Yeah.
No.
She spent her entire life taking care of this man, right? Everything. She was a full housewife, doing everything for her. Made him happy. Made him happy 100%.
Yeah,
But
that's
she
what
was
he's talking
crying
about.
inside.
No, because
she was
she
sad,
making
she
me
couldn't
happy, that
live
means she's
her
happy.
life. She could not live her life. She was living her life for you.
No. I'm saying the fact that she's making me happy.
She doesn't work that way.
The fact that she's making
You're
me happy.
selfish. You're very selfish. You're selfish.
If she has to be happy to be able to make me happy, and in her making me happy, I'll see if it's genuine or not, and I should be able to detect that. You know what I'm saying? If she's just doing it just to kind of push my ego, most definitely I will have kind of like scrapped that.
She's doing it because it is her responsibility.
No, she's happy to make me happy.
Don't look over there. I can't help you. I can't help you right now.
I have a question for you. So you're saying basically if your wife is not happy, which you should be able to tell if you truly are connected to your wife, as long as you're happy,
It's
there
so
is
concerned
school-
about his happiness.
All right, listen. Let me clarify this. I'm telling you, like, I've married a chick for like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? In order for her to make me happy for those 20 years, that means she's happy.
No.
Because if she's not, she'll like, no. I'm not doing that.
All women are not
You know
like
what?
that.
If you're the controlling type, she wouldn't even be able to say anything
Right.
to you.
Right.
Do you know that?
Yeah,
Of course she
women
will.
know.
First of all,
She acted a mad black woman. She was not able to speak up.
that's a movie.
But
First of all, a lady that cannot speak for herself, I don't think I should be in a relationship with her. If she's making me happy, doing that, she'll be happy.
Because I'm making you happy doesn't mean I'm happy. So I'm making my job to make my husband happy. And my husband also should make it his job to make me happy. Don't just assume because, oh, I'm making you happy, I'm a comedian.
How are you making her happy?
Of course, by making me happy.
Oh my God!
It's all about
Let me tell you something. Okay, let's bring it in for a second. We have professional comedians that make people happy all the time. That's what they live for other people to be happy. But most of them are sad. Because no one really takes the time to say, oh, what's going on with you? Because they're too busy worrying about other people. Just like your wife will be all about you. Oh, is my husband happy?
My kids.
Have they eaten? But then my husband is not going to take a time out and say, wait, so,
Of course.
babe,
Of course.
are you
of course
okay?
not.
Babe,
You say that
I
that's easier
appreciate
said than
you.
done. Look at the way you said it. That's not the way the tone
No,
of
the
your
way
voice
you
is
came
different
out,
from how you were
like
saying
it's her responsibility to make you
It's
happy.
like, all I'm saying is that as long as she's making me happy, that means she's happy.
It's so casual the way you say it. It's fluent. He really believes
It's almost
He
like
really believes
You're
yo.
happy, you should be happy.
Wait, explain that to me. Just like explain if I
Wait,
don't get it.
first of all,
Because-
shout out to Quadri's future wife.
Listen, all I'm saying is that there's no way you're gonna be making somebody happy for like 20 years and you're not happy doing it.
You know how
A lot
my relationships for 20 years and then they finally get a divorce like maybe like 30 years in because they can't put up with it anymore.
So you wait 30 years before you
I mean, if
What
I
happens all the time?
if I had to make the analogy, it's like Caitlyn Jenner. He was
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
That's different.
No, she.
But he or she was mad in their body for so long, and then finally got the sex change, and now
Yeah, bro.
she's happy.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
I can't agree with you.
We're not talking about
We're not using that.
talking about that.
All I'm saying
specific
is,
thing.
if I don't like something, I'm speaking up right away.
But that's
I'm speaking up right away.
Everybody's not like that.
No,
Some
wait.
women
You know
don't
you can marry a controlling woman, and you wouldn't even be able to
You
speak
don't have a
about it.
choice.
That's true.
No, dead ass. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
some
even be
women-
able to.
And you, all I'm just saying is, if you're not happy with the relationship, you just leave. Like,
No, that's the thing.
No,
A lot of
Easier said than done.
As coming from an African background, people don't want to get a divorce. Divorce is so taboo in our culture, especially that people are like, I'll just endure the marriage. I'll
Right.
endure it. I'll make this guy happy just so you know the marriage can. It won't be a shame to my family. That happens all the time. So you think she's happy by making you happy, but really she's just like
A lot of African mothers, women need to change their name to endurance.
But my thing is-
Because that is what marriage is all about.
but my thing
But
is,
it shouldn't be.
It
though.
shouldn't be. It
Marriage
shouldn't be.
Like if you're
about
busy, if you're busy making this guy, happy, and you're not happy, then I only have one word for you. What are you doing there?
What about if
Get
you're
out?
doing it for the kids?
Get
For
out,
the
man.
kids.
Get out.
Which is why
Which can last 20 years.
That's not an
18.
excuse.
Once they're 18, they leave out. You know what I'm saying?
No. Let's make that clear. Just don't say that I'm doing it for the kids. That's a stupid idea.
A lot of
A
women.
lot of women
don't say that.
it is
You have to get out right away.
No, because a lot of women,
the reality.
a lot of women think about
Yeah.
what they've
They're living in a
invested
perfect
into
world.
the
It's not
marriage.
Then you leave.
All right.